Buenos dias. Oh, come on, we can do better than that. Buenos dias. Oh, my nombre es Timoteo, and my pronouns are he, him. Good morning. I am Tim, and I serve gratefully as minister of this congregation. And it is my great joy to welcome you to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno, California, on this kickoff of our annual pledge drive, as we suddenly see everybody head for the door. But there is still time for those of us on a virtual campus to share this live stream on Facebook or invite a friend to join you on YouTube. Welcome to everybody who is on our virtual campus. Let's hear it for our virtual campus folks. Hello. And welcome to the rowdy ones here on our Alluvial Avenue campus. I see you hiding in the back. Hello. And welcome to everyone who is savoring this service later in the day or the week on YouTube or Facebook. We are one congregation in many places. Our monthly worship theme is the path of love. We acknowledge that our Alluvial Avenue campus sits on the traditional homelands of the Yokuts people. This land acknowledgement is to honor the elders of the indigenous peoples and to confess and lament the genocide, forceful removal and displacement of the peoples whose lands and territory were stolen from them. So, as Unitarian Universalists, we welcome you. We welcome you no matter your race, your culture of origin, your age, your spiritual background, or your religious beliefs. We welcome you with your beautiful neurodiversity. This is a safe spiritual place no matter your level of formal education, the amount of money that is in your bank account, or your disabilities. We celebrate the rainbow of diversity that includes those of us who are lesbian, gay, bi, transgender, non-binary, or gender fluid. You are welcome with or without documentation. All are welcome here. Todos son bienvenidos aquí. This morning, we invite those of us on our virtual campus who want to share a joy, sorrow, concern, or a gratitude during the service to text those to us at 559-209-4977. Don't panic. It's right there on the slide in your screen at home. You can also text. Be sure when you do text, though, you give us your name, or else we won't know who it is from. Now, in our Alluvial Avenue sanctuary, in our chat box, or in the gentle quiet of your own heart, let's take a moment to greet one another, say buenos dias, good morning. And this is when the kids in the choir are going to come up to the stage. So all the kids in the children's choir come up on the stage. So this morning, we are very excited to have the debut performance of our new children's choir. And this children's choir is gathered in the loving memory of Connie Pitt, who made a generous contribution and whose family made a generous contribution to the Connie Pitt Memorial Children's Music Fund. So we remember Connie. We say hi to Jack, who I know is watching on our virtual campus today. Let's the sound of the tingsha to take us to that place of quiet, and then usher in a place of delight.
Good morning. Buenos dias. Greetings, everyone. Mi nombre es Ida Jones. My name is Ida Jones, and my pronouns are she and her. I serve gratefully as a member of the worship arts team. Welcome to my home in Elk Grove, California. If you have a candle or a chalice, bring it close as we'll be lighting it soon. Today, we are exploring the importance of staying connected in community, connected in love. Reverend Leslie Takahashi, the minister of the Mount Diablo Unitarian Universalist Church in Walnut Creek, California, writes, "Despite the distance and fear, we are connected. Despite loneliness and change, we are connected. Across different experiences and lives, we are connected. Even in the face of the inevitable losses of life, we are connected. When we wish to laugh, we are connected. When we need to mourn, we are connected. Across a nation divided, we are connected. Even when we dance alone in a room, we are connected. In the heat of the sun, we are connected. In the glow of the stars, we are connected. Across the limits of our imagination, we are connected. Even when nature trembles, we are connected." In that spirit, I invite you to light your chalice or candle at home. Tim, are you ready to light the chalice on our Alluvial Avenue campus? Please rise in body or spirit as we sing, "Enter, Rejoice, and Come In."
1, 2, 3.
Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter your hearts and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
Con gratitud y trabajar por la justicia. The mission of the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno is to love inclusively, grow spiritually, serve gratefully, and work for justice. Please be seated.
Nombre es Betty Prang. Good morning. My name is Betty Prang, and my pronouns are she, her. I serve greatly as the chair for this year's annual pledge drive, and this is Lisa, who serves as our assistant chair.
Buenos dias. Mi nombre es Lisa Lindsay. Good morning. My name is Lisa, she, her, and welcome to our virtual campus and our Alluvial Avenue Church campus.
The pledge drive is when we ask all of our members and friends to make a promise of financial support for the upcoming year. Knowing how much money we will all share with the church allows Reverend Tim to finalize a budget based on the real dollars we can expect.
Nobody knew this, but the Pledge Drive team has been working hard all the way back since October to make this all happen. We are excited to come to you today about securing your financial support. We are connected in community, and to achieve our goals, we need your participation. With the kickoff today, we want to introduce our annual Pledge Drive team.
We turn you over to Reverend Tim on the virtual campus, and then you'll meet the team and hear why we support the church financially.
Welcome, friends. Bienvenidos. Before we kick off our annual Pledge Drive season, let's take a moment to meet the wonderful group of people who have contributed to this year's annual Pledge Drive team.
It has been a long road, but many of us are back in person.
While some of us choose to participate virtually,
And new members are joining us every day.
We truly are one congregation in many places.
We have invested in new technologies,
as well as hired some new staff members.
As we look towards the future,
our church is committed to our mission statement
and to our new 8th principle.
We want to expand our congregation
In the Fresno area as well as online,
So that we may grow spiritually together.
And to work for justice for all of us.
Whatever happens, we know we will remain connected in community.
Muchas gracias. Thank you to our amazing Pledge Drive team. Thank you to you, our church community, as we kick off Pledge Drive 2023.
Our family first became connected to the Universalist Unitarian Church here in Fresno in August. We've been here for a year prior to that and really hadn't made a lot of community connections and had been curious about Unitarianism prior to moving here. So my husband finally got motivated and brought Nuala into church one day while I was traveling, and that was the beginning of history. I think the principles and practices that really resonate the most with me are really the social justice ones and the focus on inclusivity and just building, all of those that contribute to building a really healthy, happy community. So it was really nice to find a home for that interest and that work that I like to do, and I've enjoyed participating with the social justice team. I think the church's message of caring and love is really important now more than ever, because we've seen some of the most divisive years in my memory, in my lifetime, over the last 4 to 5 years. And I feel like that division continues despite changes in politicians and politics. I think there's still a lot of division that needs to be healed in our communities. We think it's important to give to the church financially because, well, I'm a nonprofit professional and I just know how much money it costs to do the work. Even if that work happens behind the scenes, even if that work is serving people who are not us, communities who are not us directly, we just know the importance of putting our money where our values are. We would just really like to thank everybody for welcoming us, and we just fell right into a rhythm of being here and feel like we know a lot of people already despite only being members for a few months. So thank you.
Hello, everyone. Buenos días y bienvenidos. Good morning and welcome. My name is Karen Polnitz. My pronouns are she, her, and I serve gratefully as Director of Lifelong Learning. And it is my greatest pleasure to invite all of the children or children at heart to come and join me up on the chancel if you'd like. So if you are a child or you're feeling childish or you just want to come hang out with me, come on up and we're going to spend a little time connecting. And if you'd like, you can have a seat right here. And I'm going to grab a seat really quick. Oh my goodness, look at this great crew and so many of our wonderful singers from this morning. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here and joining me up on the chancel. So today we're exploring how we can build connections, and by building connections, build community. So I wanted to see if we could find some simple ways that we're all connected, or that some of us might have some connections. So I'm going to ask everyone some questions and invite my friends here on the chancel, as well as my friends out in the audience, so grown folks can participate too. And for those at home or watching later, you can join us by raising your hand if the question or the statement is true for you at home, in your heart, and know that we will hold those connections in our heart. You could also share your responses in the chat. So, my first question, how many of us like to be outside ever? Maybe hiking or swimming in the sunshine. Oh my goodness. Look around at all the other people who like to spend time outside. What a cool connection. Neat. All right, and we're going to try another one. Does anyone here have a pet at home or any kind of animal? Wow. A lot of us have pets. What kind of pet do you have?
A tortoise.
A tortoise. See, I knew you might have a really cool one. What kind of pet do you have?
A dog.
A dog, nice. And what about you, Sue?
A chihuahua.
A chihuahua. I love it. I love it. So many cool pets. And so a lot of us have animals at home. What about, does anyone here like to eat ice cream? It's a good amount of us. We can all be connected in our enjoyment of ice cream. Does anyone have a favorite flavor of ice cream?
Vanilla. Chocolate.
Chocolate. I heard vanilla. What's your favorite, Joaquin?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. Yummy, yummy. So there's some little ways that we might be connected, some things we have in common that maybe we connect with because we enjoy them together sometimes. What about this word love? We're saying today, we're talking about being connected in love. And sometimes we use the word love to talk about things that we really, really like or we appreciate on a deep level because they're really important to us. So how many people have someone or some ones in their life that they would say they love? Some people that they love, that they really care about, that you want to take care of, or that you want to see them be happy. Wow, how special. So many, if you look around, a lot of us have someone that we love in our life. And when we share that love, we can create a strong connection. Now, has anyone ever felt loved by another person? Has someone done something nice for you? Wow, look at how many of us have been the recipients of love. How does that feel when someone shares love with you? Great. Warm. Oh, I love that. So one thing that I really like about this place, the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno, is that I always feel really, really loved when I come here. People see me and they give me a really warm smile. Sometimes I get a hug. I get to play games with my friends. I learn new things that make me think about new ways, and all of that makes me feel really loved and supported. Has anyone else ever felt loved or cared for in this place, this Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno? Wow, that's so beautiful. And as kids, we have opportunities where we're here learning about new ways that we can share that love with people who come through our doors here at the church and as we go out into the world, so that we can build more community and more connections and make sure that everyone, wherever or whoever they are, feels loved, because that feels really good, right? Is that something that maybe we will continue exploring today? I think that sounds like a good idea. So I'm so grateful for you here practicing, connecting in love. And with that, let's continue exploring in our classrooms. So if you'll join me in following Hannah and Veronica, we're going to go right down the middle here and head off to our classrooms. Thank you so much, everyone.
We hold you in our love as you go, as you go. May your heart be at peace as you go. To nurture the spark of your precious life, we hold you in our love as you go.
Another way that we can be connected in community is through the breath. So, as is our custom, I invite us to take in a deep centering breath. Imagine that we are breathing in peace and then breathing out love. And again, a nice centering breath in. We hold, we breathe out love. One more time together. Breathing in peace. We hold, we breathe out love. We continue breathing together in this space, creating perhaps a little bit of stillness in an otherwise very busy full week. Two questions for us to consider. The first, in the last week, were you unskillful in word, thought, or action? Second question, what intention would you like to carry with you into this new week? We're intentional as a spiritual community to create space to welcome our fullness of humanity. None of us claims perfection. That was a concept invented by a grumpy guy having a bad day. We admit we're flawed, but we are also worthy of love. And we create space in our service to acknowledge what we're feeling, what we've carried with us into this space, what's alive for you in your heart at home. Some of us sent a text or stopped at the small table at the entranceway to the church and wrote something down on a small card, and we have a lot within this community today. Walker is feeling grateful. Walker says, I am Walker from the Unitarian Universalist Modesto Church. Your UU community offers an inspirational environment, and I thank you for your warm welcome. Welcome, Walker. Matt B. is feeling grateful for the massive turnout and amazing show of support for the LGBTQ plus minor and community during the Love Letter to Fresno's Queer West event at Fresno State last night, inaugurating the new minor in LGBTQ plus studies. That's wonderful. From our virtual campus, Deborah S. is sending safe travel wishes to Paula S. as she drives from Fresno to Gettysburg with Honey Bear, her cat. A meow to Honey Bear. Margaret S. is feeling grateful for the wonderful veterinary care that my horse Cinco received this weekend. Bernadette P. is celebrating that her baby turned 34 on Friday. Our Afghan family resettlement team is saying many thanks again to the generosity of all who donated to our mitten tree. Today, they will be surprised with a check for $3,000 in gifts from this congregation. So thank you. We're celebrating happy birthday to Paula here in our Alluvial Ave sanctuary, to Diana, who will be watching later on our virtual campus. And I don't think you're here today, but this weekend was Carolyn Murphy's 90th birthday, so we are going to sing happy birthday to Carolyn Murphy. Birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Carolyn, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Carolyn. Jody P. is feeling a lot of gratitude and joy today, feeling grateful for those who showed up to prune, rake, and help prepare the spring garden spruce up. Liv, Connie, Rob, Tony, Ali, Bill, Carolyn, who turned 90 this weekend. That's how she celebrated her birthday. Vicky, Angelique, David, Debbie, and Gib. Yes. Oh. Whoa! Jean's 95th birthday. Jean, could you stand? Jean, let's sing to Jean. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jean. Happy birthday to you. So, Sam celebrated his 100th birthday this month. Carolyn, her 90th. Jean, your 95th. Absolutely proves Unitarian Universalism is good for your health. So we do have some sadness in the sanctuary, so I want to just create the space to hold some true loss in our midst. Deborah is sending love and concern for a dear one who is in the hospital. Claire, we're surrounding you with love as you grieve the loss of your cousin Liz to cancer. So we hold Claire in our thoughts. And to Evan, also feeling great sorrow, Colby and I will be attending a memorial service for Knox, a little 4-year-old boy who lost his life in a water incident. He is the son and grandson of our best friends. So we hold the family and friends of little Knox in our thoughts, in our love, and in our prayers. We want to acknowledge as well that this is Black History Month. We continue celebrating, and we want to note that yesterday would have been Audre Lorde's 89th birthday, a self-described Black lesbian mother, warrior poet. Audre Lorde dedicated both her life and her creative talent to confronting and addressing injustices of racism, sexism, classism, and homophobia. And we also continue to grieve and feel outrage at the death of Alonzo Bagley on February 3rd, yet another unnamed Black man shot dead by the police, unarmed Black man shot dead by the police. This week, the officer involved was arrested and charged with negligent homicide. Body cam footage revealed that Alonzo was shot while fleeing the scene. And we also acknowledge the 3 students who lost their lives in the shooting at Michigan State, just one moment of an ongoing epidemic of mass shootings and gun violence in America. And so, for all that's been shared, for all that we hold in the sacred silence of our own hearts, we light our candle of community. We light a second candle for the almost now 7 million citizens of this earth who have lost their lives in the ongoing pandemic. In the light of our candles, in the light of our love, let's sing our call to meditation, Spirit of Life, Fuente de Amor.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me. Fuente de amor, ven hacia mí y al corazón cántale tu compasión. Sol flamular, subir la mar, hasta moldear la justicia de la vida. Arraigame, libérame, fuente de amor, ven a mí, ven You've been so kind and generous. I don't know how you keep on giving. For your kindness, I'm indebted to you. For your selflessness, my admiration. For everything you've done, you know I'm bound to thank you for it. Hey, 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 you've been so kind and generous. I don't know how you keep on giving. For your kindness, I'm in debt to you. And I never could have known this far without you. For everything you've done, you know I'm bound to thank you for it. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, I want to thank you for so many gifts you gave, love and tenderness. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your generosity, the love and the honesty that you gave me. To thank you, show my gratitude, my love, and my respect for you. I want to thank you. Oh, I want to thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you.
Hi everyone, it's Ida Jones again. My request will be brief and to the point. If you've never given a financial contribution to our Sunday offering, I invite you to do so right now. We offer you a service each Sunday full of words, music, and meditation. In order for us to keep this going week after week, we need you to offer something in return. In the spirit of giving, let us join our voices in our call of offering, which will appear on the screen. If not us, then who? If not open hearts, then what? If not now, then when? If not here, then where? If not generously, then how? If not us, then who? In a moment, you will see a slide showing how you can make a financial contribution right now on our virtual campus, or if you're on the Alluvial Avenue campus, you can always drop cash or a check into the basket on your way out of the sanctuary. Or you can share generously right this moment by using Cash App. Just send your contribution to $UU Fresno. That's $UU Fresno. The morning offering will now be gratefully received. May this church continue to be worthy of your many forms of your gifts.
So, we've been sitting for a while, so I think we need a little stretch break before the sermon. So we invite you, as you're willing and able, to just stand for a moment and maybe give your left hand a little bit of a shake, your right hand a little bit of a shake, your left foot a little bit of a shake. If you can feel it, your right foot a little bit of a shake, and the most important thing, the butt wiggle. And let's take a deep breath in. And as we release that breath, we sink into the security of our chair. Fasten your seatbelts because it's the Pledge Drive sermon. So, first, a disclaimer. When I first started out in ministry over 2 decades ago, I actually dreaded the kickoff of the pledge drive, not because I didn't enjoy the kickoff, but I always felt for folks who were visiting the church for the first or second or third time, and they're like, all they do is talk about money. And so I'd always apologize, but I kind of got a little wiser and realized I don't apologize for today, and I don't apologize for the sermon, because you're here perhaps for the first, second, or third time, but you're going to witness something that I think is miraculous, and that is a church community that is connected in community, choosing to renew itself for another year, making that commitment. So the story that I'm about to share is a true one. I've been given permission to share it with you today, and that's the only reason I am sharing it. Permission granted. Driving on that Sunday morning, she felt terribly disconnected. She felt disconnected from herself, disconnected from everybody else, disconnected from life, and disconnected from any semblance of hope. She'd been through hard times before, but nothing like this. She'd hit rock bottom. There had been so much loss, and the subsequent relocation to Fresno made her feel even more alienated. That Sunday morning, she decided that she was done with life. That Sunday morning, when she got into her car and began driving out of Fresno, she knew she was driving to her own self-destruction. There she was, driving up Alluvial Avenue when our church's bright yellow Black Lives Matter banners caught her attention. At that moment, something told her to turn left into our parking lot. She parked her car and opened the door. Not knowing where she was going, she joined the flow of last-minute arrivals, walking up our breezeway, through our front doors, and into our Alluvial Avenue sanctuary. Not knowing what to expect next, she sat down. The service began. That first morning with us, she experienced something that reminded her that she was loved just as she was, and that she was worthy of that love. In the words of John Wellwood, that morning she felt an invitation to open your heart to who you are right now. Not who you would like to be, not the saint you are striving to become, but the being right here before you, inside you, around you. All of you is holy. All of you is holy. Rather than driving to her own self-destruction, she had connected to a community that inadvertently invited her into the possibility of peace, hope, and love. She chose to come back the next week and the week after that. She worked to become connected in community, because sometimes when you're brand new, it can be hard to connect in community because it seems like everybody knows everybody else. And sometimes those of us who've been here for a much longer time tend to talk to the people they already know rather than ask questions and get to know somebody new. but she was determined to connect, so she worked to become connected in community, and she is now an active member of this church. A person who once felt helplessly alone is now connected in community. Connection. That striving, that yearning for connectedness is at the heart of our Unitarian Universalist faith. As I shared in a sermon a few months ago, Unitarian Universalists are people who believe in the transforming power of love. That love compels us to see every person as having inherent worth and dignity. Unitarian Universalism also believes that everyone and everything is connected. And because of that connection, we believe that we have a sacred responsibility to everyone and everything on this planet. We must act toward everyone and everything with care, concern, and compassion. In a nutshell, Unitarian Universalism teaches that we are all connected, that we are stronger together than apart, that we are love's hands in the world, and we are responsible for each other and for the earth. Taking this connection even farther, the Reverend Barbara Wells writes, "The world is interconnected. The world, the earth, the stars, the universe, these are not separate from us, they are us. As seekers of truth, we have the wisdom of scientists and philosophers to teach us the deep reality of existence, that we are made of the same stuff as all living creatures, even inanimate life. We are indeed the stuff of stars, and our religion honors this interconnectedness." You know, it's so easy to lose this sense of interconnectedness, certainly in that cosmic sense, but it's also easy to lose the sense of interconnectedness in that ordinary, everyday sense, especially with the increasing divisiveness in our country and with the demands of daily life that often seem to be much more about forward motion than deeper connection. I was reminded of this last week when I received an email from another church member, Liz, who recently became connected in community as a new member of the church. Liz gave me permission to share her email with you this morning. She writes, "I just wanted to take a minute to reach out and say thank you. My husband and I had driven by the church many times, and we were always intrigued by the ever-ascending Black Lives Matter sign." For those who don't know, ever ascending because it kept getting torn down, so we had to keep raising it higher and higher. Liz continued in that email, "I was, however, skeptical and guarded, as one tends to be after being burned by evangelism in a city full of aspiring megachurches. Finally, stepping out of my comfort zone and walking through the doors in September was not only better than I expected, but uniquely transformative for me, my husband, and my daughter. Our family is stronger and happier now that we finally found a community that shares our worldview and compassion for all people. I wanted to let you know that, and that I am so thankful for all who welcomed us to be part of something as beautiful as this." A new family now connected in community. So as we've already heard today is the beginning of our annual pledge drive. We enter that hallowed time when members, friends, and first-time financial supporters of this church ensure that for another year, we, the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno, California, continue to thrive as a beacon of progressive religious values in the Central Valley. Staying connected in community compels us to talk about money this morning. But staying connected in community isn't about money. It's about something larger, our congregation's mission to, and will you say this with me, please, our mission to love inclusively, grow spiritually, serve gratefully, and work for justice. And in español, amar inclusivamente, crecer espiritualmente, servir con gratitud y trabajar por la justicia. It takes money to fuel this mission. A church can't sustain itself on good intentions. It needs generous contributions. We ask each other to make a pledge, to tell us how much financial support we can offer for the next fiscal year, which begins on July 1st. From the total of all of our pledges, we know how much income we can expect, and then we finalize a budget to sustain our spiritual community for another year. Now, I know at least one of you is wondering, what is required to stay connected in community for another year? According to our draft budget, we need pledges of financial support that amount to $645,999. I know we could have added one more dollar and rounded it up, but we are nonconformists and we wanted to be different. Plus, it's the reversal of 666. So, did you know that for a month of Sunday services, we need $165,000 to cover staff, equipment, supplies, so that we can broadcast our Sunday service live from our Alluvial Avenue sanctuary onto our virtual campus? You will continue to have a choice. Come in person, or, as you might be doing on our virtual campus, stay in your pajamas, sit on the couch, and attend services at home. And if you are on our virtual campus and having that choice feels awesome, just type the letter A in the chat box for awesome. And everybody on Alluvial Ave, don't you wish you had a chat box right now that you could press the letter A for awesome? Did you know that to expand our children's religious exploration programming and retain Karen Polnitz, our full-time director of lifelong learning, because we cannot grow with an understaffed program, we need over $46,000. Who's uplifted by music each Sunday? Let me see, yes. For that alone, we need $59,000. Do you like the beauty and serenity of our Alluvial Avenue campus? Yes, we need $133,000 a year to cover our mortgage. Lights, air conditioning, water, and other utilities require $47,000. Just imagine this sanctuary in August. No lights, no air conditioning. No one would be here, myself included. Now, if we take and divide our entire draft budget between the number of pledging members and friends, don't panic, the average cost per member is about $3,500. Now, many people give much, much more because they have the ability to do so. Thank you. Some pledge tens of thousands of dollars. Thank you. Others pledge in the $5,000 to $12,000 range. Thank you. Others in the several $1,000 range. Thank you. Others pledge several $100s. There are some who pledge so generously at $1 a week for a total of $52 a year because they want to support their church even as they struggle to make it through a week. For you, I especially say thank you. There are those who just can't spare anything right now, and if schedule permits, they try to find ways to give of their time instead. Thank you. And let's be really honest, some of us just need to be here and be nurtured and aren't in a place to do anything more than that. That's okay. And we are so grateful you choose to be here. I want to be clear, and sometimes folks newer to the church don't hear this. Everyone is welcome at the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno, California, no matter our financial circumstances. There is no charge to be a member or a friend. And those who have more pledge more for those of us whose financial situation is tighter. That is what it means to be a community connected in love. Now, I don't ask anything of you that I won't do myself. But first, last year, I pledged over 6% of my pre-tax salary right back to you, a total of $6,580. This year, the Pledge Drive team is asking those of us who currently pledge to, if possible, increase our pledge by 2% or more, if we can, to fund a very modest increase in the budget. So this year, I am increasing my pledge by 5% to add a little extra for someone who can't increase theirs. To you, to us, to the members and friends and the brand new financial supporters of our church, I pledge $6,909. Love those nines. If you too will join me and commit to make a financial pledge of any amount, please type P in the chat box or pretend you're doing so here on our Alluvial Avenue campus. Now, it's important for us to remember that sharing in a church community is different than giving to charity. It is different from writing a check to Planned Parenthood, the ACLU, or Citizens Climate Lobby. Those contributions are essential, protecting democracy, protecting our planet. But this church is different from charities and social change organizations. This church is the place we come to when the cares and worries of life seem too much for us. This church is the place where we come to recharge our weary spirits, to plug in and get a spiritual uplift. This church is the place that we come to weep and the place that we come to laugh and when we want to sing again. It's the place we come when we feel overwhelmed by the headlines, and who among us doesn't feel overwhelmed by the headlines? This church is the place we come to let go of dogma and damnation. This church is the place we come to be recalled to our best selves again. It's the place where we come to create good trouble. This is the place that invites us to breathe in peace and breathe out love. This is the only place I know that is big enough to hold all our doubts, all our questions, and all our changing answers. And it's the place that is small enough to want to know you by name. This is the place that we come when we need to find God, or spirit, or source, or our own humanity. This is the place we come to be reminded that we are good and that we are loved. This is the place we come to be challenged to take our love and share it with the world. So why do I give? Why do you give? Why do we give? We give because we believe in this church. We believe in our Unitarian Universalist faith. We believe in the power of human hearts to love more broadly and love more boldly. We give because this Unitarian Universalist church provides stability, friendship, connection, and community through all of the changing years. We pledge our financial support because this Unitarian Universalist church reminds us to respect Earth's interdependent web of existence before it's too late to save life on this planet. Why do I give? Why do you give? Why do we give? We pledge our financial support to this Unitarian Universalist church because when Fresno County told us to cover up those Black Lives Matter banners so that we can remain a polling place on Election Day, we said, no way are we hiding our beliefs. Not for 1 second, not for 1 minute, not for 1 day. Then we got the ACLU to file suit against Fresno County for racially insulting the black community of Fresno and for violating our First Amendment rights. And Fresno County finally admitted their egregious error. And that, dear ones, is why you can drop a ballot into the ballot box on our Alluvial Avenue campus, including, I might add, the next presidential election. We pledge our financial support to this Unitarian Universalist church because this church is willing to acknowledge the existence of white supremacy culture and other oppressions, and we are trying to learn how to begin dismantling this in ourselves, in our congregation, and in our larger denomination. We pledge our financial support to this Unitarian Universalist church because, in the words of Roy Phillips, our church stands against intolerance and fear. We support our church because it is open to people of whatever race, spiritual beliefs, cultural origin, disability, color, sexual orientation, thank you, gender identity, income level, or documentation status. We support this church because children can come here without being saddled with guilt, and they can learn that religion should be for joy. We pledge our financial support to this place because it's a place where walls between people are torn down, because here no one is going to call you a sinner. Yet we know how deep is the struggle and how great is the hunger for what is good. We pledge our financial support because we want to stay connected in community. Connected in community. Could you say that with me? Connected in community. One more time, robustly. Connected in community. Let's end with these words from Unitarian Universalist minister, the Reverend Leslie Takahashi, slightly adapted. Cue the band to start coming up. I'd love you to join your voice with mine. So if you are willing, please respond. We are connected in community. Let's try that. We are connected in community. Despite the distance and fear, we are connected in community. Despite loneliness and change, we are connected in community. Across different experiences and lives, we are connected in community. Even in the face of the inevitable losses of life, we are connected in community. When we wish to laugh, we are connected in community. When we need to mourn, we are connected in community. Across our nation divided, we are connected in community. Even when we want to dance alone in a room, we are connected in community. In the heat of Fresno sun, We are connected in community. In the glow of the stars, we are connected in community. Across the limits of our imagination, we are connected in community. Even when nature trembles, we are connected in community. Así sea, bendito sea, may it be so. Blessed be everybody. Let's say amen together. Amen. Let's rise and join in singing All We Need. Please be seated.
Hi again. Lisa and I are here to ask you, in the spirit of generosity, to make a financial pledge to the church today.
Betty and I ask because we are connected in community by our care, our love, and our gifts. We are connected in community by our commitment to our 8 Unitarian Universalist principles and our church mission statement. But we need your financial help, whether you are on our Alluvial Avenue or our virtual campus.
If possible, increase your pledge, hopefully by 2% or more. If you've never pledged before, please begin your financial support for our church today. When I make my pledge, 2 things come to mind. One is how much I have come to feel I have a home here in the community of the Fresno Unitarian Universalist Church. The other is my commitment to our young people. I grew up in a Unitarian congregation. Who I am today, my values, and how I live my life were nurtured in that caring community. I have no children of my own, no nieces or nephews, but I see my gift as a way of passing on the legacy to a young generation growing up in challenging times.
Most members and friends have received your pledge packet in the mail by now with a colorful shared bouquet. But if not, email us at pledge@uufresno.org or come out to the table after service and pick up a pledge card today. We'll be out there. We would love to get everybody's pledges all today. Keep us busy.
If you are on our virtual campus, we especially need your financial support to help fund the professionals who make that campus possible through our state-of-the-art audio and visual technology.
Now, kicking off our pledge drive, I have the pleasure of announcing our leadership pledge amount. The leadership pledge amount comes from 32 congregants who serve on the board of directors, the pledge team, and volunteer team leads of our program areas. Drum roll, please. So far, we have raised $136,160.
That is 21.07% of our goal of $645,999. We have only $509,839 left to go. So please make your pledge today. Now, as we reaffirm our financial commitment to the church, please stand as you are able and join in singing one of our favorite hymns.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Please be seated for our chalice extinguishing.
Hello again. I'm Ida Jones, a member of our worship arts team. As we prepare to end our service and enter into our afternoon, let us keep our fire of commitment burning as we remain connected in community, connected in love. Remember again these words from Reverend Leslie Takahashi. Across different experiences and lives, we are connected. When we wish to laugh, we are connected. When we need to mourn, we are connected. Even when we dance alone in a room, we are connected. In that spirit, please join us in our chalice extinguishing words, led by Karen and Troy.
Extinguimos esta llama, pero no la luz de la verdad, el calor de comunidad o el fuego de nuestro compromiso. Esos los llevaremos en el corazón.
We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts.
From our virtual campus, I offer you my love and my warmest blessings. Now, let's hand things over to Tim on our Alluvial Avenue campus. Take it away, Tim.
Thank you, Ida. Let's hear it for Ida. So, just a few quick reminders, then we're going to release you into the beauty of this glorious spring-feeling day. For exiting the sanctuary, we're going to ask that we allow our socially distanced folks to exit first, and then the rest of you can follow at your leisure. As you pass through those doors, you are going to experience coffee hour. There are tables set up. Caffeine awaits to perk those of us who are feeling a little sleepy after all of this talking. Also outside, we have a question and answer intro table with a member of our Board of Trustees who is just really excited, if you're a newcomer, to talk with you and answer any questions you might have. If you happen to break the traffic flow and exit through the front doors of the church, right out there is the table from our online auction, and if you bid on some things, they'll be able to be collected at that table. I want to just thank everybody who did bid over the past week. The auction ended last Sunday in the afternoon. Because of Shelley and Valerie and all of those who bid, we raised over $30,000 from our online auction. I've been asked to introduce for just 30 seconds from our virtual campus, Tina Botts.
Good morning, Tina Botts here. Remember that the first UU Fresno Existentialism Group meeting is taking place this week on Tuesday, February 21st from 6 to 8 p.m. In keeping with the monthly worship theme, the topic of this month's meeting is existentialism and love. This is now a hybrid group that meets both in person in the Alluvial Avenue Sanctuary and via Zoom. Please contact me or Karen Polnitz for the Zoom link. I hope to see you there.
Thank you, Tina. So also want to let you know this upcoming Saturday at 6, we'll be having our Mardi Gras celebration in the Alluvial Avenue Sanctuary. Please come for music, fun, and creativity. Want to acknowledge again, Allison, thank you for your direction of our children's choir. If you could rise for just a moment. Yay. Thank you. And one other introduction, our new administrative assistant is with us for the first time today. Danielle, could you just rise and give a wave? Welcome, welcome to Danielle. She is waiting in the front office to help you out as needed. We do have a tradition here where we like to welcome folks who are visiting us for the first, second, or third time. We do it not to embarrass you, especially if you're an introvert, but we do it because on a glorious day like today, you could have been anywhere in Fresno. You chose to be here, and we appreciate it, and we want you to feel that appreciation. So if it's your first, second, or third time, and you're feeling brave, please just rise from, oh, there's brave. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I invite the rest of the congregation to rise with them for our closing words and then our sung benediction. If you came in a pod, feel free to join hands. If you came on your own, just hands over your heart. And I just love these closing words, and I offer them from my heart to you. Go now in peace. May you leave this place knowing you are good and knowing you are loved. Take your love from this place, share it with the world. Stay safe until we meet again. And may the longtime sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And that pure light that is within you guide your way on. Blessed be. Amen.
2, 3, 4.